Munga and Chanda lived a little away from the forest in a small hut. Munga was very hardworking and honest. Every day he would cut wood and sell it in the city to run their home.
I'm going to the forest. I might be late, okay?
Yes, fine. Just bring home good money. Munga took his axe and reached the forest. Sunlight was piercing through the leaves and falling on the ground. Wild birds chirped happily. Munga's eyes fell on a bent tree. He picked up his axe and started chopping it.
If I cut 2 or 3 strong trees well today, I'll bring something nice for Chanda. Maybe she'll be happy.
As Munga cut the tree and it fell down, he suddenly noticed a shining tree hiding behind it with a tiny door.
What is this little door for? What could be inside?
Nervously, Munga reached out for the door, when suddenly it opened by itself. A dwarf came out and started stretching. This man had big ears and was as small as a mouse.
Did you remove the tree standing in front of this door? Yes, I was just chopping some wood. Today you have helped us a lot. You know, because of that tree falling, my house's door had been closed for years. I had been waiting for someone to come and remove it.
Munga was very surprised and confused. He had never seen such a tiny, strange creature before. Thousands of questions ran in his mind, but he didn't know what to ask.
Who are you? My name is Dabu and I am the king of my world. Which world? Come, I will show you. Come inside. I can't fit inside such a tiny door. Break a leaf from this tree and eat it. Then you can come in.
Munga broke a leaf from the tree, ate it. His size became as small as Dabu's.
Oh, how did I become so small? How will I get big again? You will grow big. Don't worry. Now come inside. I'll show you something.
Shivering, Munga entered through the small door. As soon as he went in, his eyes widened in surprise. In front of him were piles of gold, shining diamonds, and pots full of jewels.
Take as much gold as you can carry in both your hands. All of it is yours.
Hearing this, Munga was stunned. His happiness knew no bounds.
But I only earn through hard work. Consider this hard work. But remember, only once and only as much as fit in your 2 hands.
Very happy, Munga filled both his hands with gold, said goodbye to Dabu and came outside. As he stepped out, his eyes became normal again. But the gold in his hands looked like just a pinch.
Now I'll take this gold to the market and sell it. Then I'll give all the money to Chanda. She'll be so happy.
When Munga gave the big pile of money to Chanda, her eyes widened. So much money? Where did you get it? Did you find it lying in the market?
No, Chanda, nothing like that. Here is what happened.
Munga told her everything, and hearing this, Chanda became very happy. But greed awoke in her heart. Then why did you bring just so little gold? You should have brought more.
Chanda, I could only carry as much as my hands were big. But this is not little. Look how much money this is. We have never seen this much before.
Yes, but...
Now quickly make some good food so we can eat together.
Whenever Munga needed money, he would go to Dabu and bring some treasure. But Chanda was never satisfied. One day, she followed Munga and found out where the tree was. The next day, when Munga left for the market, Chanda followed him, carrying an axe towards the forest. My husband is such a fool. he leaves all the treasure behind. Now it's up to me to do something so I can take all the treasure and live like a queen forever. Chanda reached near the tree and started shouting, "Open the door quickly! I want to go inside!" After a moment, the door once again shone brightly and opened, and little dwarf Dabu stood there.
Who are you?
I am Munga's wife. I want to go inside too. You gave gold to Munga. I want it as well.
Only Munga is allowed here. No one else.
If you don't let me inside, I will destroy your whole world with this axe. Dabu got scared and plucked a leaf from the tree, giving it to Chanda. She ate it, and in the blink of an eye, she became small. Oh, I have become so tiny. It feels so strange being so small. Anyways, now quickly take me inside. Dabu took her inside. As soon as Chanda entered the treasure room, her eyes sparkled. She took out a big bag and started stuffing in as much gold, diamonds and pearls as she could.
No, you can't do that. You only can take as much as you can fit in your hands at one time.
What kind of rule is that? I'll take as much as I want. Don't stop me. Understand?
Fine, as you wish. I was only telling you. But if you don't obey, you will have to suffer the punishment.
All right. Now let me fill my bag. Without listening, Chanda filled her bag with gold and jewels and then came outside. Once outside, she felt very, very happy. Finally, I have filled my bag with gold and silver. The dwarf couldn't ruin anything for me. He was only trying to scare me. Chanda was very happy until she noticed her size was still small. She became very worried. Why am I not growing big? Munga said as soon as he came out, his size grew. Chanda knocked on the door again and Dabu opened it.
What do you want now?
I came to ask why am I not growing? I am still small. Hearing this, Dabu laughed loudly, clutching his belly. Chanda was surprised to see him laughing like that. Hey, tell me quickly, how is this possible? Why are you laughing like this?
Because now you will be small forever.
What nonsense are you talking? Tell me how I'll grow big again.
I told you many times to take only as much treasure as you could hold in both hands. You broke the rule, and this is the punishment for breaking it.
No, this can't be. I want to be like before. Make me like I was.
Nothing can be done now.
Saying this, Dabu closed the door and didn't open it again. Chanda kept banging on the door, but no one opened it from inside. I will go and tell Munga. Only he can fix this now. Chanda started to leave, carrying her bag full of gold. But she was so small that crossing the distance of 4 trees took her till night. Poor Chanda just kept walking, but due to her small size, she could not understand the path and got lost in the forest. What have I done? Today, because of my greed, everything is ruined. Chanda wandered crying in the forests but could not find her way back home. What have I done?
I can help you, but you must keep your gold there.
Chanda apologized to Dabu and left the gold there. It was because of her greed that whatever she had, she lost that too.